Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Spartacus, and today we're going to be dreamcasting a Survivor second chance. It's been a while since we've dreamcasted. I know that, but we're here, we're back. I'm really excited. Let's start. So, some honorable mentions. They're actually all guys for me, and there's such a big variety of male players who've only played once, and who were very good at it. So it was very hard for me to make cuts. And so the ones I was thinking about is Josh, or is it Josh or John? I forget what his name is. I think it's Josh. But this is why I didn't put him on my list. I already forgot what his name is. But he's from San Juan del Sur. He was a great strategist, but I couldn't remember his name. He's not a very memorable person, so I didn't make it on my list. I was also thinking of Nick, but I mean, it was hard for me to not put Nick on because, I mean, I feel like we didn't get to see his full potential. I think he has winner potential. He's just so great at strategy and at challenges, but he didn't make the cut. Neither did Reynolds or Rodney, who Rodney I would love to see again. He just didn't make the list. He was just the last one on my list. So those four did not make it, but I was thinking about them. My first one is from Survivor, the Australian Outback, and I have Elizabeth Hasselback. And she got fourth in the season. She played really well. I don't think she wants to play again because I'm pretty sure she's super rich now. She was on The View, a TV show, um, and so I'm pretty sure she got super rich from that. So I don't know if she wants to play Survivor again, but I do think she was a very good player, and so I would like to see her play again. The next one I have is from Survivor Micronesia, and it's Natalie. And I think she's just like a really good liar, and I considered her for my Survivor Dreamcast season. I didn't put her on, but I did put her on this list because that move she made with Eric Reichenbach and making it so far, she was the last fan left in the game, and so I think that she does deserve to play again. The next one I have is from Survivor Gabon, and this is what I think is one of the most underrated Survivor players ever, and that's Maddie. And now, at the time of Survivor Gabon, Maddie was pretty popular. He was in the running for the Fan Favorite Award, but now I feel like everybody's forgotten about him. And I really like Maddie. He's really funny. One of my favorite scenes from Survivor is when his tribe is in the lead and they're playing like a kind of golf game but with slingshots, and his tribe is a foot away from the target, but everybody's arguing about how to do it and he's just shushing people. He's just hilarious, and I put him on my list. He's one of my favorite one-time players. The next one I have is from Survivor Token Jeans. I think a lot of people would agree with this one. I have Taj. Taj we haven't seen play in a really long time. I would love to see her back. She got super emotional at the family reward, which was my favorite family reward I've ever seen. Um, but she was just such a likable player, a fan favorite. Or she didn't win the fan favorite award, but she was a fan favorite. I mean, come on, everybody loved her. Um, but yeah, I would really like to see her play again. The next one I have is from Survivor Samoa, and I have Shambo. And I mean, she was on my Dreamcast. I wish she would play again. She's a lot like a coach or a Phillip. And I mean, come on, I just feel like we haven't seen enough of her. And so she did make my list. Next one I have is from Nicaragua. I have Marty. Marty is uh, a very huge villain, a non-stop player. If you watch my Survivor Archetypes video, I explain what that is. Um, and I think he has winner potential. I seriously think that he might win this game if he plays it again. Now that is a very big assumption, but I do believe it. And so I would like to see him play again. The next one I have is from Survivor Redemption Island, and I have Matt. I really love Matt. I know a lot of people don't like him because he was on Redemption Island the whole time, but he was so inspiring. As a Christian myself, it was awesome watching him play, and he inspired multiple people to explore their faith, and I thought that was really cool. I would love to see him play again in a non-Redemption Island setting. He made the Heroes vs. Villains cast in my Dreamcast for the second one, and I really like him. The next one I have is from Survivor Philippines, and it's RC. And the only reason I have RC, which I'm not even a huge fan of her, but the only reason I have her on my list is because she was supposed to be on Survivor Second Chance 2 until she learned that Abby Maria is also applying for it, and then she just dropped out. And so I do want to see her play again because what if Abby Maria wasn't there? She made my what if cast, but this is basically my what if cast, but for one-time players. So Survivor Blood versus Water, the one I have from here is Hayden, winner of Big Brother 15, I believe it was. But he is a great player. I mean, if you go back and watch the Big Brother season he was on, his best part of the game was his social aspect. And he brought that into Survivor Blood versus Water. And I would really like to see him play again. Plus, he broke up with Kat, and then I'm pretty sure Kat went to jail for like hitting her boyfriend or something. I don't know, but I do think that that would make him a better player because I mean, Kat is not somebody that I would want to date because she's just crazy. So I think that somehow, maybe, that will improve his game. Just trust me on this one. The next one I have is from Survivor San Juan del Sur, Blood versus Water, and it is John. I love John Mish. Now, a lot of people don't like him because he got in the big fight with Jacqueline, but at the same time, so many people do like him because he's a lot like Tyson, minus all the mean stuff. He's just the funny, uh, great attitude about the game. I would love to see him play again. He is one of my favorite players of all time. The next one I have is from Survivor Worlds Apart, and it's Carolyn. That was a very easy one to put on my list. I think it was actually the first one that I put on my list. But she's such a good player. And she was in the strategic hero archetype in my archetypes video. And I just love to see her play again. Finding idols, making big moves with them, being great at the social game. I would love to see her play again. The next one I have is from Heroes versus Healers versus Hustlers, the biggest mouthful title in Survivor history. I have Chrissy, and Chrissy was pretty easy to put on. A lot of people said she should have won. It's my belief that if you get the votes to win, then you should have won, and if you regularly watch my channel, you probably hear me say that every episode. You might be getting annoyed with it now, but I still think that it is true that if you get the votes to win, you should have won. Now you heard it again. But Chrissy, being a challenge beast, being a strategic mastermind, I would like to see her play again. From Survivor Ghost Island, I mean, come on. You have to have Dominic. I mean, he tied for the win. How is that not second chance material? Seriously, I think that he's a lock for the next All-Star season they have, and I do think that he's winner material. Next one I have is from Survivor David versus Goliath. The first one is Christian. And I mean, come on this channel you hear so much about how much I love Christian. But he's just such a fun player. And I would love to see him play again. I also have Angelina. I thought that she was very strategic, very entertaining, so she did make my list. From Edge of Extinction, Rick Devens, Fake Idols, Finding Idols, Strategy. I mean, he's the whole Survivor package. From Survivor 41, this is a lot, guys. I have 4. I'm going to put the first 2 in this slide and then show you the next. First one, Tiffany. And Tiffany was actually the last person I put on. And really, just because I would like to see her play again. I don't expect her to do well, but I mean, I don't mind seeing her again. The next one I have is also Ricard, and I do think that Ricard is a pretty big lock for the next All-Star season, and so he did make my list. Also from Survivor 41, Shan. I mean, she was blindsided by Ricard, Pretty dramatic exit. If you go back on YouTube and watch the Ponderosa videos, she's still pretty salty at him. So I would like to see how that dynamic works out if they happen to be on the same tribe. I also have Xander. I love Xander. Xander is such a great player in my opinion. Again, a lot of people said he should have won, but you know what I believe about that now. But yes, I would love to see Xander play again. Okay, so my list, pretty long. Maddie, Elizabeth, Natalie, Taj, Xander, Ricard, Shan, Hayden, Marty, Matt, Shambo, RC, Christian, Angelina, Devins, Tiffany, Chrissy, Carolyn, Dominic, and John. Whew. Well, thanks for watching. See you later.